The story is called Hanni and the Magic Window, and the author is Amy Lockwood. It's a brand new story, and it's all about asking a grown-up or someone that you trust for help if something upsets you. Now, in this story, Hanni sees something in a magic window that upsets her, and she finds it tricky to ask for help. When you're listening to the story, have a think about what you would do if you were Hanni. If you saw something that upset you, who would you tell? Who would you go to talk to ask for help? Hanni and the Magic Window has been written to help us celebrate Safer Internet Day. Today and every day throughout the year. It coincides with this year's theme, which is Want to Talk About It, all about making space for conversations about life online. And this year's theme aims to put children and young people's voices at the heart of the day, and it's going to help shape online safety support for the future. By listening to what children and young people say, what they tell us, this can help us to make a positive change. This year's Safer Internet Day is hoping to answer the following questions. What issues really matter to children and young people? So what really matters to you? And what changes do you want to see? And how can we all work together to help make these changes happen? Now, if your class or school has not already registered to be a supporter for Safer Internet Day, we can show you how to do that at the end. At the end of the session, after the stories, we'll have a little look at where you can access the registration and also the follow-up resources all about Hanni and the Magic Window that you can use in school or nursery and at home as well, because that's really important. We want all the parents and carers to know all about Safer Internet Day and the aims of it too. And also at the end, we will stop recording the session. And if you want to come on camera and tell us what you thought about the story, you are very more than welcome. The first video that we're going to have a look at here is an introduction message, a special message from Amy Lockwood, the author of the story. She's going to tell you a little bit about it.
Hello everyone and happy Safer Internet Day! My name is Amy and I am so excited to be here with you today to share my new story, Hanni and the Magic Window. I wrote the story last year when I was sat on a train on my way home to see my family. I don't live with my family anymore, but they're still really important to me. And I always love going home and doing puzzles together, eating our favourite foods. We all love garlic bread, and having an enormous hug. I don't know about you, but those are the kinds of things that make me feel really happy and really safe, which is so important because sometimes I see and hear things that make me feel worried or sad or a bit lonely. In fact, that's why I decided to write Hanni and the Magic Window. Let me explain some more. So for my job, I'm really lucky because I get to visit children like you in schools all across the country. And I spend time talking about the internet and technology with them. I hear lots and lots about all the amazing games and videos you can find on laptops, tablets, mobile phones, and games consoles. But I also know that sometimes we can see or hear things when we're using technology that don't make us feel so good. A question I get asked a lot in schools is, what should I do if something upsets me when I'm online? And I always give the same answer. It's really important to tell someone if anything online makes you feel worried or sad. A grown-up or adult you know and trust can help you feel better, maybe by helping fix the problem, doing something fun together, or of course, giving you a big hug. I want everyone to remember that. And I wrote Hanni and the Magic Window to help show you all why talking about our feelings is so important. So, I don't want to give too much away, but I hope you enjoy the story, and I hope you all remember that phones and tablets and games and videos, they're supposed to be fun. And if the fun stops, it's time to tell someone. Happy Safer Internet Day, and I hope you enjoy the story. Hanni and the Magic Window, written by Amy Lockwood, illustrated by Saba Lachey. Here is Hanni, her school and her town. Not much to see, no surprises around. At home though, that's just not the case. Hanni's home is a special place. Look past the door, the rug and the chair. That's it, on the wall, right over there. When you open the curtains, who knows where you'll go, where you'll be, what you'll see through the magic window. Underwater, the fishes swim past, or racing cars incredibly fast. Outer space, or in a boat at sea. Saying hello to faraway family. The window helps Hanni learn and explore, or laugh until her cheeks are sore. Cheering her up when she feels down, it shows a world beyond her town. One evening, Hanni is bored at home. With Tonton snoozing, she's on her own. What to do, she thinks. I know, I'll sneak a peek at the magic window. Oh no, that's not right. She pulls back quick. Her tummy is rolling, she feels quite sick. Her eyes feel prickly, like when she last cried. She wants to run away or hide. Not for all the king's horses or all the king's men will Hanni ever look at that window again. Mum comes home to put Hanni to bed. She smiles and gives her a pat on the head. Did you have a good time with Tonton tonight? But Hanni just shrugs and turns off the light. After class in school, the very next day, Mr. Green stops her. Hanni, hey! I've noticed you're quiet. Is everything okay? But Hanni just doesn't know what to say. At lunch, Hanni's friends want to play for a while, but Hanni can't seem to make herself smile. Later that day, Hanni goes for a walk with Tonton, who tries to get her to talk. The words get stuck and won't come out. Stop bothering me, she wants to shout. Hanni keeps quiet about what she saw until she can't take it any more. Her secret is heavy and she feels so alone. Each day she waits, she feels more on her own. One day, when it all feels far too much, Hanni is sitting alone at lunch, when Mrs. Rodwell, who helps in class, sits down with her and quietly asks, "Want to talk about it?" As Hanni speaks, Mrs. Rodwell is there, giving her time to decide what to share. I'm glad you told me what you went through. I know it's not easy, but I can help you. Together, let's talk to Mr. Green about how you're feeling and what you have seen. Hanni, I'm sorry you've gone through that. I'm always here if you need to chat. Together, you and I can let your mum know what happened that day with the magic window. When Mum arrived at the end of the day, Hanni was nervous of what she might say, but Mum just cared that Hanni was okay and made her feel safe in her own special way. The magic window is a wonderful thing. When we open the curtains, we let the world in. There's so much to see and learn and do, but not everything out there is right for you. Us grown-ups are here for the good and the bad, with hugs and help if you ever feel sad. Together I know we can have lots of fun, and as you get older, you can try on your own. But wherever you go and whatever you see, you can always come back and talk to me.
Okay, everybody, what did you think? Have a little think about what you would do if you were Hanni. If you were in this story, what would you have done? Would you have done anything differently? Would you have waited as long as Hanni did? Have a think about that for a little minute or two while I show the grown-ups, the teachers, everyone who's looking after you today, where they can find all the activities for Safer Internet Day. Okay, so saferinternetday.org.uk. This is the home page that you'll come to. And here is where you can register your support, and you can pop a little message on that tells the Safer Internet Centre what your class or your school have done or are going to do to help celebrate Safer Internet Day today and every day of the year. And if you just scroll down to educational resources, this is where you can find the resources that match the story. So here we have resources for the 3 to 7s and further up the school, and also an assembly pack. So I'm just going to click on this and I'll give you a little preview of what you can find. So activities such as a technology treasure hunt, and if we scroll a little bit further down, we have the activities that coincide with Hanni and the magic window. Okay, so once you have read the story, there's some activities that you can do, whether it's class discussions or whether it's the board games that are all here ready to be printed out or used in school, nursery and at home. Okay, so this one here, can you help me please? Coincides with the story. One of the activities that you might want to try is how to make a magic window of your own. Did anybody notice my background? Did anybody notice that I'm sitting in a magic window this morning? So you can use your imagination to create your own magic window scenes and have a think about what magical worlds or what wonderful experiences you would like to see in your magic window. You could then share them with your friends, and you could have a chat about what you would like to see in your magic window. We could use paint, we could do collage materials, or we could even use a piece of technology to create our own magic window. Another idea, like the one on screen, is to go on a technology treasure hunt. Can you spot different types of technology in your nursery, in your school, in your home, or out and about in the local community, in shops, libraries and cafes? Now, can you spot technology that connects to the internet, or technology that has a screen that could be like a magic window? And now, if you saw something that upset you on that screen, what would you do? Keep having a think about that. Think back to the story of Hanni and the magic window. Okay, and just before we come to the end of our session, just a quick reminder about where all of this fits into the curriculum in Scotland. So learning about cyber resilience and internet safety starts at the early level. Safer Internet Centre reminds us that the internet is an amazing place and it has so much to offer children and young people, but online safety skills are an increasingly important part of all our lives. So by having fun and working together and talking about it, we can all create a safer internet for the future. When investigating or exploring or tinkering with pieces of technology, it's always important to be talking about using that technology safely. And this might be in relation to consent and permission to having your photo taken, or asking for help and knowing what to do if you see something that upsets you, like Hanni. It might be learning about appropriate behaviour and language to use in online situations, or learning about why we have passwords and what they do. And if any of the practitioners on the call this morning would like to know a little bit more and have a sort of deeper dive into the experience and outcome for cyber resilience and internet safety at early level, I'll pop a link into the chat for one of our webinar recordings. You can also find that on our YouTube channel as well. Okay. So, I want to say thanks to everybody for joining, and if you are going to take part in any of the follow-up activities or you would like to share what you thought of the session, remember and mention us if you're tweeting at the Daily and Scott. Please also share all the creative ways that children are able to ask for help. Because it might not be just using the actual voice to speak. It may instead be using visuals or sign language, like we saw on the recording of the story. Gestures, it may be technology, using text-to-speech or augmentative and alternative communication technology. We want to be able to share the ideas and opinions and feelings of all children to help Safer Internet Day make a positive change.